Hey guys, here for another video, and today we're gonna be looking at someone named Eat My Candy. God damn, that sounds aggressive as hell. But this was a request like always. Today, I was looking at like my weekly requests, because usually what I do is I grab a whole bunch of requests, I get their subs if they're on sale. I prioritize those subs because I ain't trying to spend $1,000 on Onlyfans in a month, which has happened before. And I'm like, why am I doing that? I'm not making too much money off YouTube to be doing that. But coincidentally, this week we're looking at a lot of black queens. I didn't even like think about it. I'm just like, all right, who's on the fucking queue? And I got 3 Rosa Parks looking bitches. Women. Not trying to sound misogynist over here. And I'm like, oh, shout out to that. You know, Black History Month's coming in early this week. But like I said, today we're gonna look at someone named Eat My Candy. We're gonna look at her social media like always, talk a little bit of shit, and then just dive right into the OnlyFans. So to start off, she does have Instagram, 340k followers. She's a public figure. As so anyone else. I hate it when people do that. Like, yeah, I'm a public figure. I'm an influencer, dude. Yeah, man, I've dealt some impact in the world. Like, bro, you've only caused nuts. Just think about that. You're only an OnlyFans model. No one sees you as anything. For you guys out there, I don't know if you guys are simps or not, but the few guys that exist out there, they're like, yeah, you changed my life. Stop that. Like, any OnlyFans girl watching this, you're not changing anyone's life with a fucking nut. Just really think about that. And the rest of her profile, you just sexualize yourself. I will say, look at the Instagram pictures and look at the Instagram reels, because unfortunately, her OnlyFans is very similar to what she has online. I'm not saying it's one-to-one. Some people have been like, in my comments below who I review were like, it's not the same thing. I'm not saying it's the same exact fucking thing. Whereas there are some videos that are the same thing on her Twitter that are on OnlyFans, but what I'm trying to say is that they're similar. If you see twerking content on Instagram, and I'm saying that her content on OnlyFans is similar, that just means there's also twerking content up in that bitch. So if you like that and want to see that, then you can definitely do that. She does have her own website called eatmahkandy.com. I would love to know where that name came from. Like, I don't know. When I see her and I think of Eat My Candy, shout out to black people, shout out to brown people. I love my black queens. I just see her as a big fat Tootsie Roll. I see her if you were to grab like 10 Tootsie Rolls, mush them together, and leave them out in the sun. That's what Eat My Candy is. I don't know. It just feels weird that this grown-ass woman is like, her brand is candy. It's like, huh? Where did the candy come from? Is Halloween her favorite? Like, I can see maybe that's why she's so fat, and maybe that's why she named herself Eat My Candy, because she just can't stop eating candy. But I do find that name a little hilarious. Now on her website, shout out to that. I love it when people kind of contribute and invest in their own things, right? It's cool that you have your own website, but I will say, kind of have that with a purpose, right? If people are just looking at you for nut material and you have your website where you're shopping and you sell certain things, I find it weird, the type of products they sell. For example, she sells a towel. If any of you motherfuckers out there actually have a towel of her and you spent $35 to do that, I want you to punch yourself in a dick and, I don't know, kick a girl in the vagina, because that is a waste of money. Other things, she has an iPhone case. Again, I think that is extremely cringe. If you have another girl, like, just imagine that. Like, if you had a girlfriend, you wouldn't be able to do that, right? Because that's just fucking weird. But if you're, a lonely guy, solo guy living the single life, and you have a bitch for your fucking iPhone case, I don't know, that seems a little cringe to me. And last but not least, she does have a couple like shirts and stuff. Again, pretty much a waste of money. If I saw any of you guys with this fucking shirt on the street, I don't know, I would just look at you differently, in not a good way. I think that's desperate. I think that looks weird. I think that's cringe. As cringe as I am, right? I'm cringy. I know what's cringy. If anyone knows what the fuck is cringe, it's definitely me. So please do not buy any of those products and save your money and use that money to go to the gym or something. And last but not least, look at her Twitter. There are some videos that she has on her Twitter that are on her OnlyFans. For example, if you ever wanted to see how drowning pussy looks like, here's a video that she does have on her Twitter. I find it strange that there are some videos on her Twitter that are on her OnlyFans. Cool, if you like that content and you want to see content similar to this video right here, go ahead, get her OnlyFans. But I will say, her OnlyFans is somewhat strange. Like, maybe I'm a little too much of a dick. Maybe I watch too much wrestling, but a lot of her videos, I shouldn't say a lot. Some of her videos are her doing this type of content where she has her ass on the guy's face. Cool, but it's more of like a finisher move. Like, there's another video, it's like this one right here, where she's kind of hopping around. She does the Rikishi finishing move, fucking power bombs, into the guy's face. I think that's painful, but if guys have that type of fetish and niche where you want to see another guy's face get drowned in her fucking obese ass, you could definitely look at that. So that being said, let's just get right into the OnlyFans. So right when you get it, it is for $14.99. Mistress Kandy. Again, this is the candy. I would love to know the lore of the candy. Like, where did this candy inspiration come from? Maybe she's addicted to candy or some shit. Anyone who shares this content will be legally prosecuted. I do not give permission for any content to be shared. All content, video, messages, photos are copyright of me, unless you have fair use, by the way. Trust me, I know about this because there's been several girls that try to sue me for the same thing. It's like, bruh, your content is on Instagram and it's like public profile. Like, I don't want to say you sign your rights, but there is an element of fair use if I decide to use some of your content, not your OnlyFans content, but content that's in Twitter and Instagram for usage of, that type of shit for a video. That being said, though, description horrible, doesn't tell me what I'm getting, doesn't tell me she's sucking dick, doesn't tell me she's getting her ass railed, doesn't tell me she's getting her back stretched, doesn't tell me if she's swallowing cum, doesn't tell me anything worth it, right? Beside Mistress Kandy, which I don't know what type of logic she used. She's, just think about it like in a business sense, right? If I'm promoting a product and subscription, I'm not just gonna put Samuel Jones, Nathan Jones, Billy Bob, and then be like, here guys, get my subscription. It's like, huh? That doesn't tell me anything, right? Tell me what you have. Tell me if there's GG content, BG content, and all that type of thing. And I know I say this all the time. Have those bullet points that are kind of short and sweet. And I think that is good enough when it comes to descriptions. Now, in terms of numbers, it's 477 videos and 477 photos and 193 videos. Photos, if you're expecting to see nip slips, if you're expecting to see XXX content, you're not seeing that. Photos are very Instagram-like. There are some close-ups of her showing her feet. There are some close-ups of her putting her ass on the guy's face. God bless that. You see, these are the type of people that ruin eating ass. Not that I would ever eat ass, but if I ever thought about it, I would think of her ass and just be like, ugh. I would just feel like I'd be drowning, and I don't like drowning. I don't know about you guys. I know there are some guys out there that like to get dominated and fucking get really fucked in that way, but personally don't eat ass. If you want to see pictures of her ass getting fucking drowned and her fucking showing her bikini pics and her showing her feet pics, go ahead, but a lot of the pictures are very Instagram like, so if you're expecting XXX content and nip slips and vag pictures, you are not getting that. Now for the videos, I only looked at 132 videos out of the 193 videos. I think it's a pretty good enough sample size. Longest video of that sample size is 4 minutes and 11 seconds, 4 minutes and 9 seconds, 3 minutes and 47, 3 minutes and 46, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and then the majority of her content does fall between the 5 to 15 second mark, which I overall think it's pathetic, right? Why is your majority of your videos going to be 5 to 15 seconds? But in terms of the longest video that I did mention, the 4 minutes and 11 seconds, she's literally in like a bus or a car, and it's just bumping up and down. She's wearing a bra, and it's like a really, really light contrast. I don't know why she made the brightness like plus 99. Like, I don't know if she's catering to like semi-blind people, but there's no reason to have the brightness up that high. The other videos, a lot of twerking. Literally, I would say about 90 to 95% of her videos are just twerking videos. That's why I kind of mentioned, like, look at her Twitter videos, look at her Instagram reels. If you like that twerking content, you're gonna see that. In terms of other percentages, right, there's short videos of her showing off her boobs, but you're not seeing the actual tits. There's only 2 videos where you actually get to see her nipples, and the first video they get to see her nipple, you get to see it for about a second. She has her bra on, she takes it off very slowly, which, come on, if you're gonna do a slow-mo or take your bra off extremely slowly for 30 seconds and you only get to see like a second of action, that's kind of a waste of time. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys like the teasing content, but I definitely think that's a waste of time. And the other videos showing off her tits, but there's kind of like a mosaic censorship, so you don't see. It's kind of like those digitalized squares. So if you want to see that, cool, but I personally think the majority of the content is shit, unless you want to see twerking content. If you love twerking content, you're gonna love this, but I definitely think it's pathetic for anyone to pay $14.99 just to see twerking content. And the other type of content she does offer, it's kind of like the drowning, I'm calling it drowning RKO or fucking finisher. You know what? It's her WWE finisher. Literally, she shakes her ass and then she fucking slams it in the guy's face and then she twerks for a couple seconds. So if you like that type of stuff and maybe you have some WWE RKO John Cena fucking like fetish, then you might like that. But again, I personally think that is a waste of time, money, if you're looking for nut material, because there's definitely other girls that have, twerking content, but they do that with a guy, right? It's like it's called Google porn, and then look up twerking porn, twerking XXX, twerking ebony fat black, Rosa Parks, back of the bus, porn, and you're gonna find something crazier than whatever she's doing, because honestly, I think her OnlyFans isn't that great overall. And last but not least, she doesn't sell anything in her DMs. Thank God for that. If she did, I would probably talk a little bit more shit, because I would say have a strong base sub. If your base sub is good, I'm more invested to, you know, actually invest in your DMs. But, you know, fortunately, she doesn't do that, and she has everything in the base sub, so shout out to that. So overall, with OnlyFans worth it or not, I would not eat her candy. Eat my candy? No. If you had a black van and I saw you, I would be like, no, I will not eat your Tootsie Rolls, because, you know, OnlyFans sucks. You know, for $14.99, that's definitely very expensive candy, so to say. So save your money. Look at the leaks. If you want to see more twerking content, obviously you can get that. If you don't mind paying for twerking content, you're going to love her content, because she does have, like I said, a lot of twerking videos, but honestly, you're just better off Googling porn and all the other niche categories that I mentioned. Like always, guys, please leave a comment below for any suggestion. Google form description. For you motherfuckers reaching out on Instagram, I'm very slow responding to DMs. There was, by the way, there was like an extremely young person that DM'd me. I saw her Instagram profile. It said 17. Don't watch OnlyFans. If you're below 18, for the love of God, do not watch any type of porn. Like, I mean, you can watch porn, but don't reach out to me. I don't want to communicate to a fucking child about porn, or a child about how to pimp bitches. Like, you should not be learning how to pimp someone at the age of 16. You should be, you know, doing school stuff, normal stuff, so then you can, you know, build yourself to be a better man. I don't want no 13-year-old asking me, hey, what website do you use to fucking pimp bitches? Like, damn. I mean, shout out to that, to being exposed to that, but, you know, that kind of felt bad, because, you know, kids should be kids. So, like always, guys, please leave a comment below for any suggestions. Please hit that like button, hit that sub button. Hopefully we get 20 billion subs. Hopefully we can beat Mr. Beast within the next 5 weeks, because, guys, I always say, if I don't get it, I'm going to kill myself. I really would not like to hang myself on top of Epcot in the end of the year, right? That would definitely leave some salty vibes for everyone. So, I do appreciate you guys watching this video, and have a good day. Later.